大家好，这里是最佳拍档，我是大飞。以往的 AI 产品发布会呢，OpenAI 总是会抢了谷歌的风头。不过这次在 OpenAI 为期12天的圣诞活动中，谷歌却狙击了一把 OpenAI。在 Gemini 1.0 模型发布10个月之后，谷歌发布了 Gemini 2.0 Flash， 也是第一个实现了原生多模态输入和输出的模型。DeepMind 的 CEO 哈瑟比斯评价 Gemini 2.0， 说它的表现与当前的 1.5 Pro 一样出色。在相同的成本效益、性能效率和速度下，将模型的性能整整提升了一个档次。我们对此十分满意。而且呢，这次 Gemini 2.0 不仅能够原生的生成音频和图像，还带来了新的多模态能力。哈萨比斯表示，这些能力为 AI 领域的下一个重大突破，也就是 Agent 奠定了基础。简单来说，支持原生多模态输入输出的大模型时代可能就要来了。
Gemini 2.0 enables new kinds of multimodal AI agents. Agents that can see and hear the world around you. Think, plan, remember, and take action. Gemini 2.0 is what enables Project Astra, our research prototype of a universal AI assistant. Using capabilities like multimodal memory and real-time information, it lets you understand your world, live.
What can you tell me about this sculpture?
The sculpture you're seeing is called My World and Your World by Eva Rothschild, located in Lewis Cubitt Park in London.
What kind of themes does her work explore?
She creates abstract sculptures that invite viewers to interact with and interpret their surroundings in new ways.
Project Astra is multilingual, using native audio to seamlessly switch languages as you speak.
Est-ce que tu peux me dire quelque chose d'intéressant à propos de ces lanternes?
Bien sûr, je peux vous parler des lanternes. Les lanternes que vous voyez font partie de la porte d'entrée de Chinatown à Londres.
We're taking this to the next step with Project Mariner, with agents that can complete tasks on your behalf. You can ask it to do things like this that require multiple steps: doing research to look up the artist, then finding the painting, and then shopping for the right supplies. The agent uses the web to take action and find what you're looking for. It plans and reasons at each step, always staying in your control and completing your task. Gemini 2.0 enables agents that can be applied across domains. We're exploring agents that can explore virtual worlds, assisting you in video games.
Where do you recommend I attack from on this base?
Given the base layout, I recommend attacking from the bottom or south side. This direction allows you to target the town hall directly with your giants, while the wizards can handle the surrounding defenses.
Gemini 2.0 can reason about the physical world, understanding 3D spatial environments and objects. These capabilities are being applied to robotics, with agents that can assist you in your everyday physical environment. Learn more about how Gemini 2.0 is enabling the next generation of multimodal AI agents at deepmind.google/Gemini.
这次谷歌呢主要发布了4款产品，分别是 Gemini 2.0 Flash、通用助手 Project Astra 的最新进展、Project Mariner 浏览器 Agent 助手以及 AI 代码助手 Jules。普通用户现在可以在 Gemini 的网页端使用 Gemini 2.0 Flash。稍后呢会在 Gemini App 中推出，而开发者呢可以在谷歌 AI Studio 和 Vertex AI 中使用 Gemini 2.0 Flash 模型。所有的开发者都可以使用多模态输入和文本输出。产品呢将在1月份全面上市，到时候呢将推出更多的型号。接下来呢我们来逐个介绍一下发布的内容。首先呢是 Gemini 2.0， 这次先发布的是 Flash 版本，与 1.5 Flash 相比， Gemini 2.0 Flash 在同样的响应时间下，性能得到了进一步的增强。在关键基准测试中， 2.0 Flash 甚至超越了 1.5 Pro， 速度呢也是 1.5 Pro 的2倍。同时 2.0 Flash 除了能够支持图片、视频和音频等多模态输入，还可以支持多模态的输出，比如说可以直接生成图像与文本混合的内容，以及原生生成可控的 TTS 音频。它还可以原生的调用谷歌搜索、执行代码以及第三方用户定义的函数等工具。对于开发者来说， 通过单一的 API 调用，就可以实现生成包括文本、音频和图像的集成响应，支持来自于摄像头或者屏幕的音视频流输入，以及自然对话模式，比如说打断和语音活动检测。目前呢，新的模式已经向早期的测试者开放，预计明年将更广泛的进行推广。所有的图像和音频输出中都将启用 Sense ID 隐形水印。在原生的文本转语音功能方面， Gemini 2.0 Flash 不仅能让开发者精细地控制模型说什么，还能够控制表达的方式，提供了8种高质量的语音选择，涵盖多种语言及口音。 Gemini 2.0 Flash 现在还可以直接生成图像，并且支持对话式的多轮编辑，输出交错的文本和图像，适用于识谱等等多模态内容的创作。此外呢， Gemini 2.0 不仅能够原生的调用谷歌搜索和代码执行等工具，还能够通过函数调用的方式集成自定义的第三方功能。谷歌搜索不仅能够带来更加准确全面的回答，还可以增加发布者的访问量。同时 Gemini 2.0 还支持并行运行多个搜索，通过从多个信息源头获取相关的事实，来提高信息检索的准确性。
These are examples of native image output in Gemini 2.0. Gemini 2.0 can now natively generate images as part of your conversation. Let's say you want to imagine how it might look to turn this car into a convertible. With today's AI tools, this takes a lot of work. You might have to manually mask out this roof area or write a really complex prompt. We brought this image into AI Studio and sent it to the new experimental Gemini 2.0 Flash model. This is a real-time screen capture, and all the prompts you'll see in this video are things that early testers can now try. And this is the entire prompt we gave it: turn this car into a convertible. And it generated this image. Here they are side by side. Notice how it successfully modified the car, but also managed to keep the rest of the image consistent. This is difficult in many AI tools that use separate models, but here it's all being done by one model. And we continued the conversation saying, imagine the car full of beach stuff, and change the color to something that feels like summer. Explain as you go. The model began outputting text. It explained its idea for a new color, then showed it to us. But the really neat thing is that the model kept going. It went right on generating another image with the car full of beach gear. Remember that this is all a single response of text and image tokens coming from the model. This ability to output across modalities interleaving text and image together is one of the most exciting aspects of Gemini 2.0. Here are some more example prompts and outputs, all coming from Gemini 2.0 Flash. Let's say you want to make this photo look a little bit nicer by getting rid of all this stuff on the couch. Just give it this prompt, and the model does that for you. You can even combine images. You can ask what your cat might look like on this pillow, or on this skateboard. All of this enables you to co-create with AI in new ways. We gave this image with this text on the side of the box to the model, and we said, open the box, generate an image looking down into the contents of the box. We sent that prompt to Gemini 2.0 Flash. This approach, where you send parts of your prompt in the image itself, opens up new possibilities for how we could have more seamless, multimodal back and forth with the model. The model reasoned about the text on the side and generated this image of old electronics. You can push this even further, co-creating imaginary worlds together. We went back to this first conversation in the video. We wanted to try communicating visually with the model, so we drew a circle on the door handle with the prompt, open this. The model successfully figured out what we meant, and it generated this image with the car door open. And for the last prompt we said, make the car fly. Imagine you are the car soaring through the clouds to the beach. Show what that might look like. This is a challenge to see if the model can keep the car consistent while also visualizing this new scene that I'm imagining. And the model was able to do it, following my instructions, generating this image and text. These are just a few examples of what's possible when you can seamlessly reason and generate text and images, all with one model. New output modalities are available to early testers now, with a wider rollout expected next year. Start building with Gemini 2.0 at aistudio.google.com.
其次呢，基于 Gemini 2.0 Flash， 谷歌在今年 I/O 大会上推出的通用助手 Project Astra 也有了很多功能的更新。Project Astra 现在可以在多种语言和混合语言之间进行对话，并且能够更好地理解不同口音和生僻的单词。借助于 Gemini 2.0， Project Astra 还可以使用谷歌搜索、智能镜头和地图，从而在日常生活中更好地发挥助手的作用。这次谷歌还增强了 Project Astra 的记忆能力，现在它最多可以记住长达10分钟的绘画内容，并且可以回忆起过去进行的更多对话。谷歌呢也正在准备将 Project Astra 的这些功能跟智能眼镜结合起来。
All right, we've got a Pixel phone loaded with the latest test build of Project Astra, and we're going to leave the office to test it around London. I've got this email with apartment info. Can you tell me the door code and remember it?
I'll remember the door code for you. It is 1170. To unlock it, enter the code and then press the unlock button.
Based on these symbols, how should I wash this?
The tag shows to machine wash at 30 degrees Celsius. Avoid bleach and tumble drying. Iron on low and dry cleanable.
Then what setting should I use on this machine?
Based on the laundry instructions of 30 degrees Celsius, select the 30 setting under Easy Care on the dial.
I've got this list of recommendations. Can you tell me a bit about some of them?
I can search for these places for you. Cold Drops Yard is a shopping destination with unique industrial design. Luminary Bakery is a social enterprise bakery. And Tate Modern is a modern and contemporary art museum.
Now we're going to try Project Astra out on the street. Let's see what it can do. I've always said scone, but now I'm hearing people say scone. Can you help me with the pronunciation?
It's a fascinating topic, the pronunciation of scone. Both scone rhyming with gone and scone rhyming with bone are accepted pronunciations, though regional variations exist.
What can you tell me about this sculpture?
The sculpture you're seeing is called My World and Your World by Eva Rothschild, located in Lewis Cubitt Park in London.
What kind of themes does her work explore?
She creates abstract sculptures that invite viewers to interact with and interpret their surroundings in new ways.
Would these do well if I planted them back home?
Mountain fleece can grow well in New York. They prefer full sun to partial shade and moist, well-drained soil. So your garden in New York should be a good fit for these flowers.
I'm trying to get a gift for my friend, and this is everything she's been reading. How would you describe her taste in books?
Based on these titles, your friend seems to enjoy a mix of history, biography, and perhaps a touch of political or social commentary.
I picked some of these out. Any idea which one she'd like the most?
Consider Half of a Yellow Sun for its exploration of complex social and political issues within a historical setting, aligning with her interest in narratives that offer insight into significant periods.
Will that bus take me anywhere near Chinatown?
Yes, it does. The 24 bus route goes through Leicester Square, which is very close to Chinatown.
Are there any landmarks on the way?
Riding the number 24 bus, notable landmarks you will likely encounter are Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, and Trafalgar Square.
I also met up with some friends to test out the multilingual capabilities.
Est-ce que tu peux me dire quelque chose d'intéressant à propos de ces lanternes?
Bien sûr, je peux vous parler des lanternes. Les lanternes que vous voyez font partie de la porte d'entrée de Chinatown à Londres. Elles ont une signification culturelle pour les Chinois et sont souvent utilisées pendant les célébrations et les festivals. நிச்சயமாக இது லண்டனில் உள்ள சைனா டவுன் நுழைவாயில். இது ஒரு குறிப்பிடத்தக்க அடையாளமாகும். இது அந்த பகுதியின் கலாச்சார முக்கியத்துவத்தை குறிக்கிறது.
Now I'm using these prototype glasses to test Project Astra hands-free. Can you check if it's going to rain anytime soon?
It looks like it is currently mostly sunny in London. Rain is expected tonight from around 10 p.m. until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Hey, what's that park next to me?
The park looks to be Primrose Hill, known for its panoramic city views and the notable Shakespeare's tree.
Can you check if I can bike in there?
It appears that cycling is actually banned within Primrose Hill itself, although it is permitted in nearby areas and the rest of Regent's Park.
I'm biking back to Camden. Can you check if there's any supermarkets along the way?
There's a Sainsbury's on Camden Road, a Morrison's on Chalk Farm Road, and an M&S Simply Food on Camden High Street.
What was the door code again?
The door code you saved previously is 1170.
Oh, thanks. That works.
在谷歌的官方新闻稿中 ，CEO 桑达尔皮查伊将 agents 定义为能够更加深入理解你周围的世界，提前多步思考，并且在你的监督下代表你来采取行动的模型。Project Mariner 是使用 Gemini 2.0 构建的早期原型，它能够理解和推理浏览器页面中的信息，包括像素和文本、代码、图像和表单等等网页元素，然后通过 Chrome 扩展程序的形式完成任务。这相当于是谷歌版的 Computer Use 了。在 Web Voyager 基准测试中 ，Project Mariner 作为单个智能体设置，实现了 83.5% 的工作效率，达到了最先进的水平。出于安全原因和技术限制，目前呢 Project Mariner 只会在当前激活的网页上工作，而且在采取某些敏感操作，比如说购物和支付之前，会要求用户进行最终的确认。
Today I want to tell you about Project Mariner. It's a research prototype exploring the future of human-agent interaction, and it's built on Gemini 2.0. Like with all new technology, it's important for us to build this responsibly, which is why we're starting small. We'll be getting feedback from a group of trusted testers and using their experiences to really shape how Project Mariner evolves. Let me show you how it works. So Project Mariner works in the browser as an experimental Chrome extension. I'm going to start by entering a prompt. Here, I have a list of outdoor companies listed in Google Sheets, and I want to find their contact information. So I'll ask the agent to take this list of companies, then find their websites and look up a contact email I can use to reach them. This is a simplified example of a tedious multi-step task that someone could encounter at work. Now, the agent has read the Google Sheet and knows the company names. It then starts by searching Google for benchmark climbing. And now it's going to click into the website. You can see how this research prototype only works in your active tab. It doesn't work in the background. Once it finds the email address, it remembers it and moves on to the next company. At any point in this process, you can stop the agent or hit pause. What's cool is that you can actually see the agent's reasoning in the user interface so that you can better understand what it is doing. And it will do the same thing for the next two companies, navigating your browser, clicking links, scrolling, and recording information as it goes. You're seeing an early stage research prototype, so we've sped this up for demo purposes. We're working with trusted testers to make it faster and smoother, and it's so important to keep a human in the loop. After the fourth website, the agent has completed its task, listing out the email addresses for me to use. And there you have it. We're really just scratching the surface of what's possible when you bring agentic AI to computers, and we're really excited to see where this goes next.
基于 Gemini 2.0， 谷歌这次还发布了 AI 助手 Jules， 它能够以异步的方式，并且与用户的 GitHub 工作流程集成，来处理 bug 修复和其他耗时的编程任务。根据官方声称，借助于 Gemini 2.0 Flash， Jules 在 SWE Bench Verified 测试中达到了 51.8% 的通过率，超过了 Cloud 3.5 的 49%。 Jules 还会制定详尽的多步骤计划来解决问题，高效地修改多个文件，甚至准备拉取请求，直接将修复的内容提交回 GitHub。不过呢 Project Astra、Project Mariner 和 Jules 还都处于期货的状态，目前呢只开放给了一小部分测试者使用，计划在2025年初向更多的开发者提供。在上周，谷歌推出了世界模型 Gemini 2， 能够从单一的图像中创造出无尽的可玩的 3D 世界。而这一次，他们利用 Gemini 2.0 构建了多个游戏 agents， 这些 agent 能够帮助用户在视频游戏的虚拟世界中导航，他们仅凭屏幕上的动作就能够推理游戏的情况，并且在实时对话中提供下一步行动的建议。谷歌还与 Supercell 等顶尖的游戏开发团队进行合作，来探索 agent 在游戏领域的应用。通过测试他们在部落冲突、海岛奇兵等各种游戏中的表现，来评估他们理解游戏规则、应对挑战的能力。
Hey, listen, I'm about to start a game and I want to make sure I complete the weekly quests. Can you see them?
Yes, I can see them. Looks like you need to pick up 300 gems and dust 10 boss monsters. You've already got a head start on the 300 gems.
Cool. I'll ask you to remind me about it during the game because I keep forgetting about it.
Absolutely. I'll keep an eye out and remind you about the quests.
Hey, so I'm planning to go on an attack, but first I need to train an army. So maybe you could recommend troop composition for my army.
Based on your available troops and their quantity in the top left of the screen, we should train a mix of giants, barbarians, archers, and wizards. The focus should be on using giants to absorb damage, while wizards can take out high damage defenses, and barbarians and archers can deal with the weaker buildings.
All right, that sounds good.
Hey, I'm about to pick a character. Can you do a quick search on Reddit? What is the meta? As in, like, what are the best characters?
Let me look that up for you. I'll let you know what I find. From what I found on Reddit, it looks like Shelly is a good character due to her knockback and self-heal. It's also worth considering Jessie and Ice Wizard, which are in the A tier in the recent tier list. Do you want me to go into more detail on the tier list?
No, it's good.
To sell your crops, go to your roadside shop. You can set the price and amount you want to sell, then wait for buyers.
Okay. Can you help me find where the shop is? I see the multiple buildings here. I'm very confused.
Your shop is the building with the awning towards the lower left corner of your screen. It has an icon like a stall with red and white stripes above it.
Hey, can you remind me about the quests again? What do I need to do?
Don't forget about the quests. You need to collect 300 gems and dust 10 boss monsters.
除了探索虚拟世界的智能体能力之外，谷歌还将 Gemini 2.0 的空间推理能力应用在了机器人领域，尝试让智能体在现实世界中提供帮助。除此之外，谷歌还推出了一项名为深度研究 Deep Research 的功能，具有高级推理和长上下文能力，可以充当科研人员的 AI 研究助手。不仅可以帮助用户探索复杂的科学主题，甚至直接编写报告，提供相关来源的链接。假设你想完成一篇论文，主题是关于自动驾驶传感器的研究趋势，那你直接告诉 Deep Research， 它就会列出一项研究的计划清单，包含6个要点的信息查找、分析网址、创建报告。点击开始研究，它就会开始全网搜索，并且进行分析，然后汇总出一份全面详细的研究报告，包括清晰的表格分析，以及搜索信息来源的62个网址，为研究人员节省大把的时间。目前这个新功能已经可以在 Gemini Advanced 的版本中使用。好了，以上就是这次谷歌发布的内容介绍了。在 OpenAI 如今颓势尽显的情况下，谷歌又有点后期发力的迹象了，在多个领域开始展现其强大的研究和工程能力，尤其是良好的现金流，对于 OpenAI 和其他竞争对手来说是一个非常巨大的压力。毕竟再牛逼的研究也要靠足够的资金和时间才能够转化成商业价值。从社交网络媒体的反馈上来看， Gemini 2.0 这次获得的评价还都是较为正面的，比 1.5 有了较大的提升。大家也在纷纷解锁各种玩法，不知道这次 OpenAI 会不会敲醒谷歌这头沉睡已久的雄狮呢？欢迎有试用 Gemini 2.0 Flash 的观众在评论区分享自己的使用体验。感谢大家的观看，我们下期再见。